Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm back. I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone. You ever have one of them nights where you just got something on your mind? That's how I feel tonight. After watching everything the last 4 or 5 days, I gotta speak on it, man. Let's do this. Say, man, I want to say top of the evening to all of y'all, man. I appreciate you tuning in to the War Zone. Um, I want to say thank you for everything you've done for me in the last few days. It's uh, it's been amazing. Um, Tonight is not a lot of movement. It's a lot of bullying going on, but I mean, they come with the game. So the natives are gonna push back and do what they do. And I had something on my mind, and when I got stuff on my mind, I just try to get it off because I want to get it off, and hopefully, folks listening, they do what they do. Now, those that have been following me, they kind of know how I got in this game. I got sick. Um, I had a conversation with God in the hospital. He gave me my assignment, and I've been doing my assignment for the last 5 years. And that means whatever I need to do to help people, that's what I would do. But I looked around on social media and I saw the mayhem and the destruction throughout the country. And I get it. I know why it has to be done. And then I looked at a lot of different things from that. I looked at the negative comments that people were making. Um, I looked at all of that. Um, but I'm gonna start with your local elected official. I want you to get this over to them. I don't care what city you live in, what state. Push the share button because we need to get this out to them. They need to hear something. A lot of you elected officials don't have a clue what you're doing. You just get these positions and you talk a good game. You use all the big words. Uh, and at the end of the day, you do nothing to help the people. Now, when all this popped off, I just sat back and I monitored the elected officials. I monitored the elected officials and I didn't see any movement whatsoever from people that act like they give a damn. I also sat back and I watched to see the so-called shot calling activists and all these people. What would they do? I watched the celebrities. Jay, you got the big money deal from the NFL to deal with African Americans, and I'm just the silence is deafening to me from all these people that I've named. Every elected official that I can think of, I'm gonna say this. In every state, everything. You didn't give a damn about George Floyd, nor did you give a damn about any of the rest of us. Because if you did, then you would clearly say something or do something to help the situation. You feel what I'm saying? You would do something to help the situation. Now, I'm looking at the people in Minneapolis. I saw a young girl do a video about her sitting on the porch and how these people tonight came up and shot, well, like paintballs at them, you know, and it just bothered me. Keisha Armstrong says, "Why?" I said, "Jay, why not? He the man of the house, or Beyonce dick bigger than his. He has a right to speak up. They should speak up. They speak up on bullshit. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the protecting of our celebrity friends who could give a damn if we live or die. Let's talk about that. Come on, you want to have that conversation? Because honestly, if they can use being black to line their pockets with the NFL and anything else, then it is. Bay reps her city. I'm a put your comment up, and I'm gonna stop you right there. Repping your city don't mean shit right now if you ain't helping your city. Repping your city means that you are geared. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Repping your city means that you are Gary Monroe. And when both of these motherfuckers blowing and I'm way down here in Minneapolis, why the hell ain't calling Beyonce? Because you can rep all day, but can you help the situation? Yeah, some days we throw money at the problem. But see, you can't throw money at this problem. You can't throw money at this problem. See, this gonna take you being front line. This gonna take you being front line. And when I think about these people here and what they've done to them, and now the lie and the narrative that's being spent that out of towners are doing this. Yeah, goddamn lie. Ain't no out of towners doing this shit. I'm out of town and I can barely navigate the goddamn freeway. I don't know where the hell I be going, but I figured out. I was 1.3 miles away from here after getting me something to eat and messed around and made the wrong turn and I was 6 miles away. Ain't no out of towners doing this. Y'all stop that, man. Let me tell you what these people done did to these people. They're already dealing with a pandemic. And you don't understand why. Some of these folks is out here looting to survive. They ain't got no stores open. They ain't got no convenience stores open. These people can't buy basic necessities. What they supposed to do? Is this what this stank ass country done came to? Well, why she can't come out there? Gary Monroe don't live in Minneapolis, but I'm here. And see, I need y'all to quit thinking that because somebody shows up, that they're actually helping a situation. Man, if y'all even had a clue what I was doing right now, but I can't say anything. I don't need to say anything. If y'all even had a clue all the stuff that I actually do, it would shock you. I don't live in Minneapolis, but I'm here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm here. I don't know nobody here. Couple dudes I know from the trade, but I'm here, and I ain't just standing in front of no camera. and just talking. I ain't just standing in front of no camera just talking. I'm actually putting in some work behind the scenes. But my thing is I watch what they've done to these people, how they shut the roads down tonight, and I get it. Don't get it twisted. I get it. But there has to be some type of compassion as it pertains to how you deal with these people on a daily basis. Do you not expect them to rob your stores if you don't have one open? I know I drove last night for 2 hours after shooting them videos, just trying to find a convenience store, something where I could just get me a bottle of water. No, nothing. How they supposed to survive? Some of y'all, you're just so privileged and comfortable. So privileged and comfortable. And you're quick to criticize when you know for a fact that you've never been through shit like these people have been through. So now, it's some things going on, but just the narrative that was spent that it was all black people. Come on, man. So Chrissy Teigen gave 200,000 for bail money for protesters. I tell you what Chrissy could have gave them, because I know on the block I've been on, I ain't got to give no money. I gave them knowledge. How you can fight this battle and not spend a goddamn dollar. See, it ain't all about the money. I keep trying to tell y'all that. It ain't all about the money. It's cool to go out and tell shit. I mean, some people get off on that shit, not me. But it's cool to go out and tell shit and all that there. But is there a way to solve the issue, get what you want, and so be it? So you bring in the National Guard to push back, which, like I say, I get it. But you're really bringing in the National Guard to quiet them down. It ain't the looting that you got a problem with. You need to silence them. You want to silence them. And if you silence them in a way to where you strong arm them, you feel me? Then, then you can get away with the ultimate coup, which is to let these suckers off. Because you're gonna make sure that if you let them off, then you got them scared enough to where they ain't gonna do nothing. Now, Keisha Armstrong said Chief Acevedo. Chief Acevedo, that's the Houston police chief, said today he knew it was not only us looting. You got some money. I got some beachfront property in the middle of the ocean. I can say you don't understand a politically correct statement. If they knew it was people from out of town, did you arrest them? Because I know some people from Houston myself that was out there last night. Same thing with, I'm talking to the security officer in the hotel, and she say they saying that again, about people from out of town. She said, I know people personally that was here that went over there looting. Say, man, stop believing everything them people tell y'all, man. You gotta understand they don't want to look bad right now because they actually look horrible. You elected officials look horrible right now, and you want people to believe it's people that's coming from out of town and all these people that migrated to your city. Well, I tell you what, if all them people that came from out of town, where the hell they staying at? Do you have? It was so easy to get a hotel. There wasn't no problem booking no flight. Wasn't no problem booking no hotel. So where they staying at? No, I'm gonna tell you what you did. I'm gonna tell you what you did. Is the people got loose. The people got loose, and you had to control them. So what you did is you sent your people in to masquerade as regular people and looters. Just like they caught y'all with your pants down with Officer Jason Peterson from the St. Paul Police Department breaking the windows at the auto zone. Yeah, my team figured out who he was. You sent your people in there. I done seen this done. Those that have never been to prison, there are things that people do that's amazing. See, they got this thing in prison where when it ain't nothing going on between the gang members, that prison administration and the guards will actually create conflict between them to keep it going on so that way they can keep people identified and they know what people are doing at all times. That's the oldest trick in the book. This is what they did to y'all. I know it for a fact because I know things that y'all don't know. I wish I could tell you everything. Maybe one day I will, but right now I can't. But the only thing I can tell you when it comes to Officer Peterson, it's hard to look Mr. Monroe in the eye and lie to him. That's all I'm gonna say. So don't tell me what I don't know. You know, some of y'all don't get in conversations with intelligent people. Because when you got a mind like a bag of rocks, you shouldn't be in a room with five intelligent people. Because it really ain't gonna work. It really ain't gonna work. But I came on because I'm looking at where the United States of America has come to. When I look at some of the cities that I'm looking at, like Chicago and Miami, Tampa, LA, everything I'm naming, I done been to. And I can actually name all 50 of them. I done been to all 50. But these are some of my favorite cities. And to look at where they are today, what we are going through, because we are choosing, the system is choosing to protect four rogue cops before they protect the actual citizens of all these cities, just makes my stomach turn. You mayors that are not in Minnesota, that are not in Minneapolis, you're the mayor of Houston, you're the mayor of Dallas, you're the mayor of Oklahoma City, you're the mayor of Atlanta, you're the mayor of LA. Y'all all go to conventions together. You can't get on the phone and call your motherfucking man down there and tell him, look here, man, I don't know how you gonna do this, but man, you need to get them boys charged with something. You got probable cause. So get them in some handcuffs, man. This affected my city. See, the way that I've been built all my life, I always told people, I don't care what you do, long as it don't affect me. As long as it don't affect me. So if this is affecting your city, why you ain't on the phone with your brother? Why you ain't on the phone with your partner from the other city that's a mayor? Man, ain't no KKK running up in nobody high, man. Look, anything to take your mind off of what it needs to be on. Your mind needs to be on getting them other three in them cuffs. So creating this fear, the same thing they did with that pandemic, man. They got your mind off of something else. So let me ask you, what was going on before the pandemic? What major was going on before the pandemic? What major was going on before the pandemic? Y'all fall for it every time. They had to get your mind off of what it need to be on. There you go, French Creole. We were talking about voting. We were also talking about doing all mail-in ballots. And then all of a sudden this pops off. It wasn't orchestrated. And now you got a distraction to get your mind off of what it is. And in some of these states, these elections are coming up. And ain't nobody thinking about it no more. You've been distracted again. You've been distracted again. Let me tell you, man, these people are not prepared. These people are not prepared for none of this. Exactly. Jennifer, let me put up Jennifer's comment so y'all can see it. Jennifer, old friend of mine. Hold on, let's get it down here. I want y'all to see this here. Because while y'all sitting there arguing about this and that, Jennifer Can told you this what this man did. While all this been going on, Trump has denied passing student loan forgiveness in the relief package. When y'all gonna wake up? You got other things going on, man. You gotta get, and I know where we at. You gotta get them people in them cuffs, and it is what it is. But I want y'all to understand something. I've always said, "Oh, Monroe, you trying to separate us? You can't separate nothing that ain't never been together from the gate." So now it look like y'all coming together, and now they want to separate you. Because if they separate you, you're weak. They can actually, they would never postpone the election if you understand election law. Um, you've been distracted. Now, she brought up a good point of quarantine is desensitization for coming of martial law to postpone the election. Well, tell me if I'm wrong, but according to the law, if there is no election in November, Trump is automatically removed. And guess who your president would be? I guarantee you it's going to be an election. If there is no election and Trump is removed January 1st, your president becomes Nancy Pelosi. Go check it, research it, it's there. And ain't no way in hell that they would allow Pelosi to be president. So you're going to have an election. So this is what this country has come to, what we saw today. People fighting for their lives. Now, I watched some of them videos, and that's what disturbed me the most. When I watched some of them videos, especially the one where the police car was going down the street and just opened the door and hit the protester with it. Now, if we did some shit like that, we'd be under the jailhouse. And then you can't understand why people are wilding right now. You can't understand. You don't have a problem with your cops disrespecting us and killing us. But you got a problem when we got a problem with it. You could get out there tonight and bring your little National Guard and do what you do. But I can tell you something about these youngsters. If you piss them off enough, the one thing they ain't finna do is let you handle them like that and they don't clap back. Y'all listening to me all over the country, Mr. Elected Official? You don't understand these youngsters because they gonna clap back. You can get ready for it. Now, are you ready for it? I don't know. But they gonna clap back. Now, if you want to starve a man, they gonna clap back. This whole George, oh man, bear with me. I'm a little tired, but I'm all right. George Floyd debacle is what I'll call it. Has exposed a lot of different cities for not having a clue what they're doing. Cities like Minneapolis, cities like Houston were never prepared for what happened because you always thought it would never happen. You always thought it would never happen. So you never had a plan in place to deal with it if it did happen. See, your fancy talk and all your lies, that's the reason we in the middle of this all right now. So I'm gonna tell you how they gonna work. I don't know how y'all do it where y'all from. I get a call tonight from a dude telling me how somebody tried to handle him at Emancipation Park, and he down with was down with the politicians or whatever. So I'm gonna send you word, big homie. Third Ward, Texas, my neck of the woods, and you politicians better get your little handlers and get them out my neck of the woods. You don't come to my neighborhood handling nobody. And dude say, man, I really feel if you was there, none of that would have went on. Oh no, it wasn't gonna go on. No, it wasn't gonna go on. It wasn't gonna go on if I was there. So all the fly stuff they doing right now for Floyd, I mean, a lot of the stuff that people say they gonna do or what they doing, it hasn't been genuine. I know them boys and the crimson and gold down there this morning. That was from the heart, man. And you know what? We do that every time somebody pass away. It may not be a full-fledged parade, may not be a march, but you definitely gonna get that balloon release and a whole lot of love. That was straight up genuine. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, whoever this cat is in Third Ward, better get your mind right, boy. Cause I will be back. And I'm gonna say this because I don't care. Say he looked like he was clicked up with the police and he talking man, I don't care who you is. I don't care who you is. And for me to y'all, I can speak proper English and all that, but some days I gotta get hood with these suckers. Say, man, keep your mouth off Third Ward, Texas. Keep your mouth off anybody that's welcome to my hood before I turn it into a no-flight zone. And what that means, you won't be allowed to come in there no more. Now, all you mayors and you people running the cities, when I get back to Houston, let me tell you how they gonna go. Call it a Dawn meeting. calling the dons in all the communities.
Ready to pair.
And they are going to have a sit down with me. Why? Because I called you to the table. And if I don't call your name, that means you don't run nothing, bruh. You ain't got no stroke, bruh. You ain't got no stroke. And the purpose of this meeting is to get something straight. While I've been gone, I see a whole bunch of funniness. And I see a whole bunch of people falling for the banana in the tailpipe. But you cats in Fifth Ward, Trinity Garden, you know what I'm saying? Casimir Garden. I was talking to you like that. Put them. Well, put them. You coming to the table. And when you come to the table, when I call your name and you don't come to the table, I'm going to do everything in my power to destroy you. Because we're not letting the cops kill our people no more. That's that. And all the dons that'll sit down, you'll have a meeting with all the power brokers. And you power brokers, it's not an option. Ain't an option. So when I call your name, city council, whoever, you come and sit at the table. It's not an option at all. And we gonna get something straight. That what I see going on right now, at this time of night all across the country, is a byproduct of y'all not protecting the people that pay their taxes every day. You're not protecting the people that casted the votes for you. So you will come sit at the table. And I know some of y'all on the other side of that computer, man, who this dude think he is? Let me put your comment up. Let me address you. Let me address you. That was wrong what they did. It was wrong of them killing Floyd. See, I didn't even have to read your whole comment. Do you understand that your goddamn downtown in your little precious city got tore up because black people tired of being killed? Your little Verizon store got raided because black people tired of being killed. So you're more worried about some broken windows that can be fixed on some businesses that got insurance through the roof than actually worrying about the actual problem that created all this drama. You know what, man? I'm finna delete some of y'all. As you make your comments, you finna get the fuck off my page. And that's how I feel, man. Hold on, let me plug my phone up. If you made a fucked up comment, just know as soon as my phone turn back on, your ass is gone. Get your privilege wanna be. You a wiggle. Know what a wiggle is? You always got fault with your people. I hope that anybody that makes a comment that's fucked up, I hope that anybody that makes a fucked up comment that your son is the next one murdered, then you will figure it out. I bet your ass won't have a problem then tearing up some shit. So if you made a fucked up comment, I'm just waiting on my phone to charge me. Soon as my phone charge, your ass up out of here. Exactly, Monica. Target can be rebuilt. George can't come back. Your little Verizon store can get some more phones. George can't come back. You being able to go downtown and floss or go to the mall and buy your Gucci from them people that don't give a damn about you, you can do that. But George can't come back. That's what's wrong with you. You unwealthy Negroes. Did you hear what I just called you? Unwealthy Negroes. You ain't rich. You definitely ain't wealthy. You're living by crumbs. It is what it is. But you don't want nobody to disrupt your fucking life. You don't want nobody to mess your groove up. So if you can replace a phone, why do I give a damn if they broke in the store? They wrong for what they did downtown. That's what you said? Well, normally you say they wrong for tearing up their neighborhoods where they didn't tear up theirs. So which way you want it? So if they was tearing up downtown, you wouldn't have a problem, right? Oh, in the past, that's what I've heard people say. They need to go tear up downtown. They need to go tear up them white folks stuff. Well, this time they decided to do that. And you still got a problem with them? Somebody lost their life. All this stuff that Daisy is not going to bring them back. So didn't make no sense for what they did. Man, hold on. Get this goddamn phone up, man. Oh, that's your ass. I got 2%. That's your ass. I got 2%. Ain't no wrong in it. So won't you tell me what was wrong, Sheila Douglas, about what they did to George? Tell us what was that wrong? They need to have respect. So respect the phone store, but don't respect human life. Man, let me help you, man. Hold on a second, y'all. Because I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Please go. Bye. Do it to yourself before I do it to you. But if you move slow, I'm gonna show you big boys can move fast too. Hold on a second. Because I can't do you. I can't do you, baby. No, I can't do you. I can't do you not now another day. That's your ass. I got 2%. Respect the phone store, but don't respect human life. Hold on. I can't I got to help you. Hold on a second. I got to help you. Because I'm not playing. I got to help you. I'm not playing. Please go. Bye. Do it to yourself before I do it to you. But there you go. Slow, I'm gonna show you big boys can move fast too. Hold on a second. Because I can't do you, baby. No, I can't do you. I can't do you not now another day. Respect the phone store, but don't respect human life. Hold on, I can't I got to help you. So let me ask you a question. I'm glad you said something because I was just about to delete you. So we burned down a phone store. They burned down a couple of buildings. What's your feeling on what they did to Black Wall Street? Do you know what Black Wall Street is? That was black-owned businesses in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Do you know what it is? Do you know what happened the day they did it? Don't defend what they've already done. See, because they did this to us and we supposed to just ride with that, huh? But when the rabbit got the gun, it's a problem. Right? Am I right or wrong? When the rabbit got the gun, it's a problem. See, let me tell you how they go. When the black man killed the white man, it's a major problem. But when the black man was being killed by the slave master, nobody had nothing to say. When the black woman was being raped by the slave master, nobody had nothing to say. When they refused to allow us to vote, nobody had nothing to say. You understand? When they created the welfare system to separate us from our children, Nobody had nothing to say. That same system pushed black men out their houses because you couldn't have them living with you, but nobody had nothing to say. I want to know, why is it that when it come to black people, we always got something to say? So when we do what they do, it's a problem. I don't even know what you're talking about, baby, but you're gonna have to make sense because I mean, I'm gonna help you. I can't do you no more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do you no more. I tried, but I can't do you no more. You somebody sent you here, but I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Some of y'all will forever be slaves, and you will forever protect the mouse. That's the problem. That's the problem. We don't never want to listen. You don't never want to listen. You can't listen because you know everything. You know everything. You know, if you own it, you own it. I'm trying to figure out why you have a problem with kids sagging their pants when that was the way for the master to identify the homosexual slave. They made them sag their pants, but you don't know your history, so that's why you have a problem with it right now. See, it's a lot of things that you educated Negroes don't know. You know why you don't know it? Because you got other people taking your online classes. You think I don't know what's going on? I don't. Yeah, I got to help you. Bye. 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 I got to help. I had to do it. Whether they were peaceful or not, who cares? At the end of the day, when they not peaceful, they people still stand with them. When they not peaceful, they people still stand with them. Y'all ain't look at them videos. Where the hell? How many black people was in the video in Houston where they tore up the cop car? How many black people was on skateboards in that video? I don't hear you condemning them. When I walked into the Kmart last night, how many white people did I see looting? But I don't hear you condemning them. You self-righteous Negroes. All it take is one of us to be in some stuff, and then all of a sudden it's all the youngsters. She ain't making no more comments. She done. They sent her to this page. I know when they send them trolls. You feel what I'm saying? But you wanna feel sorry for a HPD cop that got beat up? Why? You know how many times the cops done beat us up? Well, they ain't never put their hands on me in my life. But you know how many times them cops? Matter of fact, man, I get a call tonight. Uh-huh. Want to defend these cops in Houston? Got to deal with that when I get back. You pulled my partner over, Mr. Police Officer, for failure to make a signal. Put his signal light on. When he asked you why you pulled him over, this just happened tonight, y'all, since we're going to defend these suckers. When he asked you why you pulled him over, you guys fly with him. He immediately called his wife to put on the phone. At that point, your fine Houston police officer snatched him out the car, threw him face first on the ground, and when it was all said and done, you didn't even give this man a warning ticket. And we defending these suckers? We defending them. See, the reason you can defend them is because you ain't never dealt with it. And you ain't never seen it. Ain't nobody got to tell me about Gerald Goins in Houston. We all know. I look at one of my partners can barely walk today behind Goins. And he should have never went to jail. But we defending these cops. Should they have beat that cop up? I tell you what, it's eye for eye. If ain't nobody got a problem with that cop taking that horse and running over that young man on that video, then you shouldn't have no problem with the one that got a pussy foot put. You shouldn't have no problem with the one that got a pussy put in his forehead. It's an eye for an eye. I was just talking about that, Ernie. I'm just reading y'all comments. So we have to stop defending the very people that treats us wrong. How can Art Acevedo, and I'm going to ask him this in person, how can you defend, well, how can you say that officer needs to go to jail for what he did to Floyd George? Well, you ain't put up that much of a damn fight for Gerald Goins when he murdered 2 innocent white people in a house at a botched raid. Man, clean your own backyard up first, man. You ain't go to war like that with your officers that's caught out of pocket. What about your officer about a month ago on video, man on his knees and shoot him and murder him? Hold on, homeboy. You shouldn't even be speaking on no officer in Minnesota. I love the chief, but I'm gonna call it like I see it. I'm gonna call it like I see it, man. See, all that's political propaganda. And my Yates Lions that was out there today, learn how to make sure that you don't bring no suckers into the Lions den, man. We ain't gotta be cozied up with motherfuckers that's just there to get a photo op. How can Chief Acevedo speak on anything about a road cop when you got almost 1,400 cases that have to be overturned because of one cop? And you've yet to settle one of those claims with those innocent people that went to jail behind Gerald Goins. I want to know why you can speak on that officer even though he was fucked up. I'm going to call it like I see it. How can you speak on him when you ain't speaking on Gerald Goins? 1,400 cases? If you settle them out of court, the city will be bankrupt regardless. I don't see you trying to go to them families and have a fucking parade for them dudes that did 15, 16 years behind a road cop. Now, my question is to you, I'm on a roll now. How long you been knowing he was a road cop? Lieutenant Marshall. How long you been knowing she was a rogue cop? Oh, she's still there. See, you done lit me up now. See, I've been watching this, man. Y'all can't bring no suckers into the lion's den, man. Another thing I want to speak on. I love my people. I've done protests forever. And never have one of my protests got out of control. If you want to be bullshit activists, want to do a protest, can you make sure that the protesters are safe? Can you keep your protesters under control? Because some of my people got hurt in that bullshit, man. You motherfuckers doing shit for camera time now, bruh. Bruh, John, you can fall for the okey doke. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I love my Yates people, but I don't fuck with a lot of them. Bruh, be careful who you bring into the lion's den. Be careful who you bring up in there. So how would you feel? And John is my football brother, so y'all get this straight. We gonna have disagreements. So how would you feel if I could identify at least 10 motherfuckers that played ball at Yates in the past that got bogus dope charges from Gerald Goins, the same man that the chief won't speak on? I know one of them. I didn't see all the pictures, but I know one of them was at the rally today. So why won't he talk about Gerald Goins? Come on, man. Talk to your boy, man. Be careful who you bring in your highs, man. Be careful who you bring in your highs, man. These people using any situation that they can get right now to get camera time. It's election time, man. It's election time. Chief don't, and I'm telling you, because I'm a man and I tell him in his face. Chief, you don't need to be speaking on nothing in Minneapolis. You got too many issues down here in Texas. Chief, won't you speak on all them good officers that y'all put them F5s on their record, got them out the force, now they can't even work nowhere, all because they wanted to tell on the bad ones. Chief, you don't need to be talking about no Minnesota, man. You need to be talking about what's going on down there in Houston Police Department. Now, I know I probably won't get a 5-star salute or a 21 gun salute when I die from the Houston Police Department. A whole bunch of people gonna be glad I'm dead. Can you tell us about that, Chief? See, because when they gotta sit down with me, I don't work with the enemy, John. I know exactly who the enemy is, and I don't work with them. I don't work with them. I'm sorry, I just don't. I just don't. I refuse to do it. So, that, and that's another reason till this day. And trust me, talk to the principal all the time. That's another reason till this day. It's been almost a whole year since I set foot on that campus. Matter of fact, it's been over a year since I set foot on that Yates campus. And I'll wear these shirts till I die. But it's just some things that I'm not going to be a part of. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, People got that, and that's the problem. It doesn't matter what I say the solution is. Nobody's gonna listen to me anyway. But see, I'm the one, and I'm trying to go back and remember when I did it, that I went to City Hall and I told them people, look, man, y'all not addressing this crime. And I say, I'm gonna tell you something. I remember what I said, I just gotta remember when I did it. It's on video. Say, man, if y'all keep playing with this crime, this shit gonna pop all over the country. Don't I feel like a prophet now? Don't I feel like a prophet? If you don't do nothing about these cops, you one step away from. I told them you one step away from Los Angeles 1992. Well, everybody ain't coming to the table. Only the dons. Everybody ain't coming to the table. For what I gotta do, I need some street shot callers. And everybody ain't coming to the table. I know exactly who I need to call. There it is. Lisa Jolivet said it. I told them, you keep playing with this, the whole country gonna pop. I look like a prophet today, bruh. All them states going off. So here's the question. What the fuck do I know that y'all don't? See, while y'all sleeping, I have my big homie from Oklahoma City. The natives are restless. I had a conversation with some folk today about Oklahoma City. It's inches away from popping. How the hell I know that way up here in Minneapolis? See, because some of y'all need to stay in your goddamn cubicles and leave the streets to the gangsters. They can't even do nothing in Oklahoma City. Now, Oklahoma City is a problem. That's the Bible Belt. True clan country. I don't know how that's going to work. Crips, Bloods, Clan. Look like a bloodbath to me. I told them, if you don't listen to me, it's going to pop all over the country. And when it pop, you're not going to be able to handle it. Because you don't have enough personnel. Prosecutor Mike Freeman, that's good. But as I said earlier, I'm calling the Dons to the table. Because there's two Houstons that you live in. The one that you know about and the one that you don't. And contrary to popular opinion, I got a lot to do with the one you don't know about. Do you really think that I could jump on a plane, jump off the plane, and have two federal agents standing there waiting on me when I'm getting my bags? I'm a bad motherfucker, man. But I tell you one thing I'm close to. I'm close to being a modern day Malcolm. Why are two federal agents waiting on me? Little Gary Monroe, the little big mouth activist from Houston. Can somebody answer that for me? You got to be a major motherfucker to have two Fed agents waiting on. What the fuck did Mr. Monroe do? Did he cuss somebody out on the plane? No, no, I ain't. I slept all the way here. So who the fuck am I? Who in the hell am I? What the hell am I involved in? Here's the question. All the Panthers that came to town today, I can bet you this, the feds never paid them a visit. So why me? So what I said is I'm gonna call the Dons to the table. And we gonna have a conversation. And there are things that have to be done that some of y'all don't need to know about. We like the US government. We make sure that you're able to do what you do every single day. And it's a damn shame that it's got to come to that. And as I said, when it's all said and done, the politicians will come to my table. Because you know why? I don't go to theirs. I've created my own. I don't go to their table. They come sit their asses at mine. So it bugged me, and I'm feeling better now to watch the things that go on. And black people clearly not understand how we get played. How we get played through the whole situation. But that's cool though. I don't trip on it, bro. I just do what I do. And I let people think that they say what they say and they make the move. Man, please. Motherfucker be scared as fuck to walk in my shoes on a daily. That's why I'm so cocky with it. Because I've earned my stripes. That's why I gave myself them 5 stars. Nobody ever figured out why I gave myself them 5 stars. Let me take this comment down. Because I gotta look at you in your eye. I'm gonna tell you exactly why I gave myself them 5 stars. I don't know if you're ready to hear this though. I am your Olivia Pope. They know it, and I know it. When you run for public office, listen to me. When you run for public office and you fucking your side piece in the parking lot and there's video evidence of it, who the fuck do you come to? Who do you come to? I ain't gotta say no more. I am your Olivia Pope. No, you know what's amazing, man? I'm waiting actually, Kendrick, on some tracks right now from Harvey Love. I got some stuff that I'm about to work on with somebody. So new music is coming in a matter of weeks. And if I can get these tracks tonight, I'm gonna write this song tonight because if I'm up for a few minutes, then yeah, some new music is coming. But I'm just letting you know what you see ain't what it really is. The smoke screens ain't what it really is. If it come to politics and activism and all this stuff here, Excuse my French, but my dick is 15 inches. I am your Olivia Pope. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's always a scandal popping off. And it's always some shit that I got to be in the middle of. So I'm gonna make this good for you. You feel me?
Powering on. Ready to pair.
Why the hell you think I'm in Minneapolis? I am your goddamn Olivia Pope. Since when I don't come back to Houston when Houston is in distress? Cause I am your Olivia Pope. And if I'm lying, I hope God take the air out of my body tonight. But I have a plan for us, Keith, to where we ain't gotta go to no more of them protests. The Don's coming to the table. And guess what? I'm gonna get what I want. And I ain't never got to burn one fucking building down. It is what it is. I want to thank you for tuning in. Big Lester know we've been partners since I was 14 years old. But he got to hang around the 5-star general many days, so he knows what y'all don't know. Tomorrow night, man, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna be out in the morning. Got a march and a protest. I'm gonna be out here, but I ain't leaving Minneapolis until they put the mother 3 in them cuffs. And if you know me, when I say this, you're gonna know I'm telling the truth. I ain't gonna sleep until they get in them cuffs. Remember, I am your Olivia Pope. 5-star. I'll see you tomorrow.